So Crypto Universe, I'm back with another video, and I got some more bullish news for my HBAR. So first thing we're going to get into here is a report. This is an official announcement from Binary Holdings, and it's announcing that they are going to be collaborating with Hedera to onboard 169 million users onto Hedera's mobile gaming ecosystem. So in this press release, they announced what this means for the ecosystem, where they're going to be joining forces with Hedera to make Hedera-powered dApps that's going to be available to telecom users through OneWave, which is their dApp Play Store, and it's gonna power loyalty for major telcos in SEA. So they're also talking about through integration, all interactions of users engaging with Hedera dApps will be recorded on the Hedera network. Users will earn binary coin, which the ticker for this coin is BNRY. So now they're talking about an opportunity to kind of make passive income, as far as like if you're willing to engage with the dApps on the Hedera network. I think that's pretty cool. So they continue by saying users will earn binary tokens as loyalty rewards for engaging with these dApps, which can be redeemed for purchases like mobile data, talk time, and more. We're bringing real utility to their Web3 participation. Projects like Metaverse Me and Smack Meo will now be discoverable inside OneWave, our embedded dApp Play Store that powers loyalty points in major telco apps across SEA. By combining Hedera's most robust infrastructure with the Binary Holdings' vast user base, the partnership bridges ecosystems and brings Web3 games to millions of mobile-first users. This collaboration is a strong signal that major layer ones are now leveraging TBH to solve Web3's biggest challenge: distribution. With each partnership, we are gradually closing the gap between Web3 tech and mainstream adoption, removing friction and bringing dApps to where users already are. The Binary Holdings, that's what TBH stands for, by the way. The Binary Holdings is offering a whopping $15,000 worth of binary credits in a program to help Hedera dApps leverage our Web3 distribution infrastructure and reach millions. So they also, in their announcement, they provided a link where people interested can apply. It's very exciting, of course. Like, you're talking about hundreds of millions of people being now introduced to the Hedera ecosystem by way of Binary Holdings, by way of their platform, where you could access and interact with dApps that are going to be running on Hedera, but also that are going to be essentially, I don't want to say give you passive income, but somewhat passive income in the form of binary tokens for you consistently using the dApps that they have available, which I think is pretty dope. Next story I want to get into here, this is going to be a quick video again, is a report from AUDD Digital. So for the people that don't know, I've been saying this in the past couple videos, this is the stablecoin summer. You see many other people say this as well. Stablecoins are the #1 talking point amongst anybody who's even slightly familiar with crypto at this point. Like, everybody's talking about it. Even the normies that don't follow crypto that much, even they are now being introduced to it thanks to things going on like the Genius Act that's being pushed through the Senate right now over the past couple of months in America. So it's now been announced that the AUDD is now live on Hedera. It's the first commercial rollout of the Hedera Stablecoin Studio. For the people that don't know, the AUDD stands for the Australian Digital Dollar. Yes, I know a lot of times when we talk about stablecoins, most people only think about USDC and Tether, which makes sense. They're the two biggest stablecoins in the world. But we also got to keep in mind these other countries are going to want to establish stablecoins for their dollars as well. Many of them have already been working on it way before America finally started to embrace the idea. And clearly, Australia is, or people in Australia are trying to get ahead of that curve. So, to go into the press release here, today it was announced the official launch of the Australian digital dollar on the Hedera network. This deployment, achieved in collaboration with Hedera Foundation, marks the first time an Australian dollar stablecoin has been natively issued on Hedera using the Hedera token service, and represents the first commercial implementation of the Hedera Stablecoin Studio. With this launch, AUDD can be held, sent, and received by anyone using a Hedera-enabled wallet. So, for example, Hashpack Wallet. I'm sure many of you have heard of Hashpack Wallet already. So it's offering a seamless, real-time access to the Australian dollar stablecoin payments. The stablecoin benefits from Hedera's enterprise-grade performance, including a transaction finality in seconds, predictable fees of 0.001 cents per transfer, and a carbon negative footprint. These attributes make Hedera the ideal infrastructure for programmable finance, micropayments, and sustainability linked digital ecosystems. Now I'm going to get into a quote here. AUDD on Hedera marks a major step forward for digital money in the APAC region and beyond. We're proud to be the first commercial implementation of Hedera Stablecoin Studio, bringing real-time, low-cost, and environmentally conscious payments to enterprises, institutions, and smart contract ecosystems. And this was a quote from I'm about to butcher this person's name. This is a quote from Epi Dimitropoulos. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce that. Said from Epi Dimitropoulos, who is the CEO of AUDC Limited. And I'm assuming this is a female. I'm sorry about this. They also had one more quote where they said, as the tokenization of goods, services, and assets accelerates, stablecoins like AUDD will be central to ensuring real-world currencies interact securely with decentralized finance. So, like I said in the last video, even though many times when we think about crypto, we're only thinking about it from the standpoint of a revolution, more likely than not, it's not really going to be a major threat, because let's call a spade a spade. Many of these countries are going to probably come through with some tanks and guns. And even though I want a more free society, that's a conversation for another day. But at the end of the day, when it comes to the more immediate concern, which is us people who have been in crypto for years, making some more money in a bull run, stuff like this is what you want to hear. Like, these networks are being leveraged for these countries to transition into a fully digital economy. That's just a few of my thoughts on it. Let me know though, are you excited about an Australian digital dollar stablecoin being brought to the Hedera network? And also, are you excited about Binary Holdings bringing their user base onto Hedera's chain, and their user base has over 169 million people?